Welcome back to the channel, your executive producer here, guiding you through the tumultuous waters of global finance. This week has delivered a potent cocktail of market volatility, geopolitical anxieties, and pivotal corporate developments, leaving investors on edge. In India, the market witnessed a sharp correction, shattering a 5-day winning streak as the Sensex plummeted over 600 points. Meanwhile, on the global stage, central bank policies, energy security concerns stemming from the West Asia conflict, and significant corporate shifts are dictating investor sentiment. Today, we'll dissect these critical events, offering an in-depth analysis of what's driving the markets and what it means for your portfolio. The Indian market plunged sharply, largely dragged down by the beleaguered IT sector. The Sensex ended 607 points down, with the Nifty falling 0.6%, snapping its 5-day winning streak. This significant correction was primarily triggered by the Accenture shock, an industry-wide concern that sent ripples through major Indian IT firms. Infosys and TCS, bellwethers of the Indian IT industry, were among the top losers, driving the Nifty below the crucial 24,050 mark. The selling pressure indicated a broader revaluation of the sector's growth prospects following the global cues, with investors questioning the immediate outlook for IT services. Beyond the IT sector, the Indian market witnessed a broad-based sell-off, pushing the Sensex further down by 750 points and the Nifty near 23,950. This surge in bearish sentiment was accompanied by a nearly 8% jump in the India VIX, a key indicator of market volatility. Several factors contributed to the spike in market anxiety, including global macroeconomic uncertainties, persistent FII selling pressure, and a cautious stance adopted by investors ahead of key economic data releases. The market's pre-open points had already signaled a lower start, indicating that the selling pressure was building after a period of sustained rally. Shifting gears to corporate India, Reliance Industries' recent AGM provided a strategic roadmap for its future growth, particularly emphasizing AI and consumer intelligence. Reliance Retail is set to leverage AI to power its next phase of growth, focusing on enhancing customer experience and operational efficiency. Furthermore, Jio Platforms unveiled an ambitious 5-point growth agenda, encompassing satellite broadband services and a robust AI infrastructure. The buzz surrounding a potential Jio Platforms IPO continues to grow, with speculation that it could surpass even the NSE's listing to become India's biggest ever, following reports of its DRHP filing with SEBI. The National Stock Exchange's much-anticipated IPO continues to dominate financial headlines in India. Valued potentially in the tens of billions of dollars, the NSE IPO could unlock significant wealth for India's wealthiest investors. However, the IPO papers also flagged critical risks including regulatory scrutiny, technological vulnerabilities, AI-related challenges, and concentration risks in derivatives. Despite these caveats, the excitement remains palpable, drawing comparisons with BSE. While BSE hosts double the listed companies, the sheer scale and trading volume of NSE suggest a different narrative, hinting at its blockbuster listing potential as SEBI finally grants its nod. Beyond the giants, several Indian companies demonstrated notable movements. A small-cap FMCG stock ended in green territory after its promoter's stake raise move signaled confidence. The health stock Park MediWorld jumped an impressive 10% despite the broader market crash, with analysts at Emkay projecting over 25% more upside, highlighting its resilience. Meanwhile, the small-cap stock Indiabulls, priced under 50 rupees, hit its upper circuit, defying the prevailing negative sentiment. Multibagger Diamond Power Infrastructure shares also gained 3% as its board approved a significant 2,000 crore rupee qualified institutional placement, or QIP, signaling growth plans. On a broader economic front, artificial intelligence is projected to transform India's real estate sector, potentially adding a substantial $17 billion in value. This technological leap, alongside the increasing participation of women in STEM, is seen as crucial for powering inclusive innovation for India's technology future. Internationally, Emirates NBD's Hesham Abdullah Al Qasim stated India is set to be among their top 5 markets, following a landmark deal with RBL Bank, underscoring growing foreign confidence. India's partnership with Argentina also promises to strengthen global food and energy security, illustrating its growing strategic importance on the world stage. Turning our attention to global macro trends, the cost of the West Asia war continues to cast a long shadow, with India today discussing its ripple effects on the Indian economy. Geopolitical tensions escalated further as Russia threatened retaliation after Ukraine launched its largest-ever drone attack on Moscow. Analysts warn that even temporary relief in the Strait of Hormuz may not ease the economic toll that's already baked in due to prolonged instability. The conflict is also notably fueling interest in renewables, as nations seek to bolster energy independence, though the immediate impact on oil prices remains a key concern. Central banks globally are navigating complex economic landscapes. The European Central Bank, according to Lane, found it hard to argue against rate hikes, underscoring persistent inflationary pressures in the Eurozone. In Eastern Europe, the Czech billionaire premier is feuding with the central bank over a recent rate hike, highlighting political interference in monetary policy. Closer to home for India, Indian banks are lining up to $0.5 billion in debt sales, strategically using an RBI swap mechanism. Meanwhile, Canada's regulator has proactively cut bank capital levels to encourage lending and stimulate economic activity, showcasing diverse approaches to monetary management. In global corporate news, SpaceX has seen a significant retreat, giving up most of its post-IPO gains as its stock pulled back 20% from its peak, reflecting investor caution after its initial surge. Meanwhile, in the sports and retail sectors, the NBA is set to begin naming winning bids for its new Europe teams in the coming months, signaling aggressive global expansion. Teen apparel retailer Hollister is partnering with Target to tap into the substantial $89 billion back-to-college shopping market, a strategic move to broaden its consumer base and distribution. These movements highlight both the high-stakes world of space exploration and the dynamic shifts in consumer markets. The mining and finance sectors also saw significant global activity. Russia successfully sold a stake in a seized top gold miner for $1.3 billion amidst ongoing international sanctions. In Africa, Ghana is weighing local control of Gold Fields' biggest mine, indicating a push for greater national ownership of key resources. Separately, Absa is planning to lift its Kenya unit's stake to 85% in a $239 million tender, consolidating its presence in the East African financial landscape. The financial industry was also reminded of past instabilities, as collapsed lender MFS was revealed to have never registered £300 million of mortgages, underscoring regulatory oversight challenges. In the commodities market, gas prices are expected to remain elevated, prompting consumers to seek strategies for saving. However, this high energy demand is proving beneficial for some sectors. Roth Capital predicts a specific nuclear stock will benefit significantly from the ongoing AI data center build-out and soaring energy requirements. India is also focusing on sector-specific growth with the NSE indices launching the Nifty Sugar and Ethanol Index for sector stocks, signaling specialized investment opportunities. Conversely, the volatile stock price of a particular biotech firm reveals the intense fluctuations currently characterizing the weight loss market, driven by new drug developments and investor speculation. As we conclude, it's evident that both the Indian and global markets are navigating a period of profound transformation and volatility. Despite the recent market corrections, especially in India's IT sector, there's a prevailing sentiment that Asia's stock market boom isn't over, with blockbuster gains potentially continuing. India's rate setters are seeing an improved outlook as Middle East risks ease, suggesting a more stable path ahead. The nation's strategic autonomy is morphing into a connectivity strategy, emphasizing its crucial role in global trade and diplomacy. As always, staying informed and agile is key to navigating these dynamic markets successfully.